Hello, everybody. It's the final game of the regular season in the LMFL. Here we are, week 8. After 8 long weeks of competition, it all comes down to this season finale, and it's an absolute banger. You already know what these two are. We got Mr. J. Steve 200 Mac, the Mississippi Cotton Knockers, going up against Max, the Baltimore Black Widows here, as we have a run back here from Mac, and he's going to go down to the 23-yard line. I am, of course, not alone here. We got Brandon here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. It's a week 8 for real already.
Week 8, man. Can you believe that?
Bro, this season's been flying by, and this is a great game because both of these teams are 4-2, right? We got both teams tied.
Yes, sir, as we have a 1-yard gain here from Gibbs. Now, in terms of what is on the line here, we are still currently pending the result of the Black Souls versus Neptune game at the moment. So whoever wins this is definitely going to get the better of either C3 or C2, but C3 is the most likely occurrence, as Gibbs gets the screenplay and gets the first down, the 43. So basically,
and you know, Larlar.
So basically, really quick, whoever loses will be seed 4 and will face me in the playoffs round 1, and whoever wins will most likely be the 3rd seed, or in better circumstances be the 2nd seed, as Laporta breaks off a tackle, keeps going, the 43.
It's gonna be all game.
All right.
Okay. And you know, Larlar, I'm glad you said that too, man, because this game is very high stakes, like you said, you know, in the final week. And one thing I'm kind of looking forward to in this game, man, is I'm very curious to see how does Max's defense pair up well against Max's offense, as we see a toss play here and a spin just like that. Because Larlar, one thing with what we've seen all throughout the LMFL is that we've seen Max go for simple plays that go into big games, right? And we've seen Max, we see with the Black Widows, he'll sometimes stop those big plays. So what's your expectations, at least on this side of the ball, with Max's offense versus Max's defense?
Well, it's just that, like, as we have a quick pass to St. Brown, who gets 3rd and inches. But basically, I think for me, you know, Max's defense is, you know, he may say it's the worst defense, but he is the best at adapting to stuff. I recognize that as we had a first down here from Jameer Gibbs. I recognize that in week 1, and it's just many times where you just got to be careful with what your offensive plays are. So you might as well just try to figure out, get very comfortable early, because later on, or even if you start not comfortable, as we only have a gain of 1 here, if you don't start comfortable at all, it's not going to be great later on. Even if you are not comfortable later, like, you have to be comfortable with your plays these first couple of drives here to get any sort of momentum later.
I agree, man. I'm kind of expecting a lot here as Jared Goff drops back the pass, throws up the middle to Laporta, and he does get it in traffic there. But one thing I am looking forward to this game, man, is I want to know, even though with this late in the season, both teams are over 500 right now, and whoever loses is still going to be above 500. But, you know, playoffs are on the line right here, right? Both teams are guaranteeing the playoffs, but this game is going to kind of determine the seeding factor and all that. So I'm very, very curious to see how the Cotton Knockers kind of capitalize this drive here, as Jameer Gibbs is getting swarmed by the defense there. And Larlar, just like that, looks like Max is kind of, like you said, adapting really well to this offense.
Yeah, you gotta, because if you don't, gonna not fare very quickly here, especially with these two.
That's right, man. 2nd and 14, loss of 4 yards. Looks like we got Sam Laporta to the right with Tesla right beside him here. Jared Goff drops back the pass. Blitz. The screen pass to Gibbs on the left. Good blocks, but he doesn't get too much. 3rd and 6. Larlar, you are a player yourself as commissioner. And this type of, on this first drive, you're already in the red zone. It's 3rd and 6. What's kind of like your game plan if you are the Cotton Knockers here?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised taking the shot down to the end zone here. It's a 3rd and 6, so kind of want to make sure that you get as much momentum as possible here. But let's see.
Jared Goff drops back the pass. Jones on the middle,
Oh,
wide open, Gibbs gonna get a touchdown. Yes, he can. First points on the board, Larlar. Mississippi Cotton Knockers right there. You were right, Larlar. Take a shot in the end zone right there, and it paid off.
as we have a score here, and it's going to be 7-0. We have a score update on the other side. Right now, Neptune is up 14-0, close to the end of the first quarter.
Pretty good.
Kickoff here by Bates. We will now see Max's Black Widows up on there. Gives it to Moore. Chris Moore runs off the end zone. Juice two guys. Has wide open left field. Good field position, Larlar on the 39. Now, Larlar, balls sides has switched. How are you kind of looking at, for Max's point of view, with Jaden Daniels, right? Krosky Merritt, Terry McLaurin. What's your expectations for this offense here?
Oh, man, you got to be careful with your receivers. McLaurin is the favorite target here for Max. After a 2-yard gain there from Krosky Merritt. McLaurin is the biggest weapon here for Max. So, just got to check.
Daniels gets sacked! And guess who? Who else? We didn't even say his name. Aiden Hutchinson, Larlar. Aiden Hutchinson, one of the best defensive ends in the league. Now talking about Max's defense. How can Max kind of capitalize to where he doesn't get swarmed too much in the defensive front of this Lions defense here?
What do you mean?
Wait, he always gets the first down, Debo.
Yeah, I was about to say, I honestly, you're just gonna have to ask that question again because the play was going.
Yeah, no, man. Well, I'll ask it after this play. I'm kind of surprised of this call here, 4th and 3rd. Jaden Daniels throws on the middle and it's caught by Jack Ertz. A risky play.
They
And
collided
that
there for
kind
a
of answered
second.
my question a little bit. I was about to tell you, man, how with Max's offensive side of the ball, because we seen Max defense kind of, there'll be times where they'll give up some plays, but there'll also be times where he definitely stops big plays.
Ooh.
But how would, and Jaden Daniels goes back to the right side in open field. Man,
too.
but how can Max capitalize off of Max's defense, knowing of what's at stake here?
I did not mean to click on that person.
I mean, honestly, again, you got to make sure with McLaurin, but you also got Deebo Samuel on the other side. But we have a broken up play. 3rd and 4 now.
3rd and 4, yes, that is right. And one thing I'm also expecting in this game, man, is I'm expecting a lot of risky plays. We already saw it once. 4th down called on your own 43. But I kind of want to see here with Jaden Daniels driving back to pass on the middle. And it's broken up. It looks like he had 3 guys, but it's not there. Larlar, in this situation, what would you do?
Got to go for it. Got to go for it.
Oh, you think you should go for it?
I think you go for it. Here.
Let's see what's the play call, and they'll go for a field goal or not. No, they will not. They will go for it on 4th and 4, ball on the 38. Trip wide receivers to the left here. Jaden Daniels drops back to pass. He's getting blitzed. Wide open. Zach He's going to get Brian Branch, and he does tackle him. Lawler, you're right, man. What a good play call.
The shades of the North Carolina Crows right there. Under 2 minutes to go
10,
now.
Jaden Daniels drops to his right. Wide open space up the right. Goes out of bounds. 2nd and 1. Now, Larlar, you kind of have your full playbook at your possession here. You as a player, right? You've done this many a times. So how do you kind of want to approach this end zone so that you can get points on the board?
You want to... honestly, I prefer passing it as... I definitely prefer passing it, but now here, you might want to run it here.
Let's see what happens. Pistol formation. Get the Krosky Merritt, and it's a touchdown. And just like that, Larlar, now Max's team is on the board.
Yeah, there's one note here as we're going to get the extra point. Now tied 7. Really quickly going back to the Neptune Black Souls result. If Neptune wins that, he secures the 2nd seed, which means whoever wins this would secure 3, and they would face Andrew in the 1st round.
And that's not an easy opponent to face either. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with this game as the Lions Return it here. Gets stopped by a brick wall, basically, on the 28. Now, Larlar, I don't want to say my expectation is like too much of a high-scoring game, but I'm expecting a lot of lead switches here. Would you kind of agree?
Yeah, I would, but honestly, in terms of high scoring, it could happen. As J-Mo.
Oh, wide open, James Williams. And can he go
let him
all the
score.
way?
Oh, my
First
God.
play on
Alright,
second
go.
drive. Touchdown here, Larlar. Wow.
Alright, go.
And James Williams off the first play of the drive. Just 14 seconds is all it took, man.
Insane.
Kick is up and it's good.
All right.
Now let's see how Max will respond. And it didn't look, and Larlar, I don't know if it was a blown coverage. I don't know if it's just because how fast James Williams was, but he got up there and he ran up the field.
J-Mo is definitely really, really fast. Across the speed here is more. Trying to go some places, but cannot.
First and 10 ball on the 29-yard line as we approach the end of the first quarter here. You know, same thing with Max's offense. You know, you got guys as also like Austin Eckler, as you see on the field, Deebo Samuel, Zach Ertz, that you've been seeing. He got guys that can definitely push down the field, but Mac does like to play a lot of man-to-man, as you see here too. But Jaden Daniels, wide open space on the right side, first down and a whole lot more. And he does take it out of bounds. Just like that there, Larlar.
Okay.
First and 10, ball on the 41-yard line with 30 seconds left. See Max defense here going with a one high safety. Play action pass, Jaden Daniels out the middle. Just like that, Larlar. What a strike by Max's team to get back to where they were before the end of the first quarter. Field goal is up and good. Larlar, we were talking about how this lead switches. It looks like it's living up to that. Four seconds left at the end of the first here. Gives it to Backy.
Ooh.
Oh, breaks one tackle.
Okay, sure, man.
Almost breaks two. But that's the end of the first quarter here, Larlar. We got both Black Widows and Cotton Knockers tied at 14.
All tied up.
Now, Larlar, second half. You saw both teams just struck on the board, right? Do you want to slow down a little bit, or do you want to kind of take that momentum and try to keep going with it?
Honestly, I think. Oh,
wow!
Get your ass back. What?
Good damn.
you just got to keep your momentum going. You just got to keep striking as much as possible at this point. You don't want to let up any turnover, because the moment that does, especially in a high-profile game like this, it's going to be the key. It's going to be the key factor as to why that competitor may win instead of the other.
Shotgun formation. Jared Goff drives back the pass. Those two. Wow, gets tipped at the line. Gets tipped at the line. Looked like he was trying to throw to Gibbs in the flats, but no, it's not. Third and 12. And Larlar, I think we can both agree how both offenses are better than their own defenses, respectfully, right? When you know that your defense can't give up a lot of big plays, what can you really do, honestly, on both sides, to try to at least get the both teams try to get a 3 and out at times?
Well, I think you want to make sure that whatever your defensive call is, you don't want to potentially blow coverage, especially when handling a CPU. So but here,
speaking of which,
first down.
Yep, San Laporta. Right there. And we didn't even really talk about the Lions' offensive playmakers. Obviously, you got Jared Goff, who's a really, really good who's really good at, realizing when the pocket's collapsing, can throw it off the line. And then obviously Jahmyr Gibbs is Jahmyr Gibbs with the toss here. Play, but it's not fooled off on the backfield there.
Bro,
Oh,
please.
Not just Jahmyr Gibbs, Larlar. You also got David Montgomery, who we haven't seen a lot in the LMFL this season. But then also you got Jameis Williams, and we can't forget about St. Brown either. So I'm really looking forward to see if St. Brown's going to get in the game at some point too.
2nd and 16 here.
Yes. Jared Goff tries out the pass, throws out the middle to St. Brown, just like how we were talking about there. And it's now 3rd and 4, ball on the 43-yard line in the opponent's territory here. It's now 3rd and 4. Well, I'm very impressed about how this drive is going for right now for Mac. It looks like he's taking his time a little bit, looking what's open in the middle of the fields before taking deep shots. And let's see if that continues. Goes to a screen pass. It's dangerous. And it's dropped 4th and 4, Larlar. What would you do in this situation?
I would still potentially go for it.
Really?
You got
Up to 43?
Yeah, you gotta go for it in terms of however, you just gotta take your chances.
Well, let's see here. Max's defense is playing too high safety with the corners about 15 yards off the ball. Jared Goff drops on the pass. He can't get it off. And a turnover on downs in great field position here, Larlar. That's what turns of events can do if you don't get it off. And now Max is starting in great field position here, man.
Might be the start of something. As
Dan Daniels, he throws it deep. Get it. No, he couldn't. To no ground. Reed Jr. was all great defensive play there by Mac there. Larlar, that was kind of our first big shot of the game we saw there. I kind of like that play call. Krosky Merritt. Juice to the left. Juice to the right. He does get the first down. He has to get tackled by 6 guys, but it does work.
Insane stuff here.
1st and 10, ball on the 44. Jay Daniels tries about the pass. Rolls up, throws up the middle, gets it to McLaurin for the first down. Now, Larlar, at this point in the game, right, how do you want to capitalize your time management? Because, obviously you still got plenty of time left before the half, but how do you want to manage your time before, that point of the end of the quarter? Does happen actually to Devo Samuel for a touchdown. And speaking of time management, Larlar, they stopped the clock by getting more points on the board.
21-14 now.
Yeah, no, Larlar, back to my original question, man. Obviously, right now, you still got plenty of time left in the second quarter. But whenever it does come to, the end, how do you want to utilize your time management, especially when the scores right now are only down by 1 possession?
You want to take into consideration not only a 2-minute warning, but all 3 of your timeouts. With that in mind, you got to also think about who gets the ball first in the second half. You got to think about that. So
very true.
Whenever it comes down to that, I think for Mac, I want to at least try to get somewhere quick, potentially.
1st and 10, ball to 35. Jared Goff, play action pass. Throws it out the middle to Jameis Williams again. Gets tackled. And Larlar, we were talking to both of our players before the game. They were a little skeptical coming onto this game, man, because both opponents do know how good their opponent plays. So, but right now, looks like both of them are taking risks. That I see their confidence levels going up a little bit as Sam Laporta gets it in the flat. Spin move to the right.
Get away from me.
And just like that. Ball to 27-yard line.
Already at 27. So, ready to go here.
Yes, it is. You hear Swag Server being playing in the background at the Commander Stadium. That's a first. 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. Get the 2 Jahmyr Gibbs, but he gets blocked up front. And Larlar, with this Lions offensive line, they have a defense offensive line with Decker and obviously Panay Sewell. But sometimes it's like a brick wall, and the run game inside can't go anywhere. That's why you see Jahmyr Gibbs is always that running back that likes to get to the outside and then burst up the seam. And you saw it there. That was more of like a David Montgomery type play, not more of a Jahmyr Gibbs. Second and 10.
You can
Blitz
go
play
away.
up the middle to Laporta.
that
Can
little
he get there?
tomfoolery
No, he
there.
can't.
Bro, what are you talking
He is
about?
tackled.
You can go
By
away with
Amos
all
there.
that.
First and goal here, Larlar. Looks like Max Lions might be able to capitalize again if they can get it.
What are you talking about?
You can go with that, buddy.
First and goal. Get it to Jahmyr Gibbs to the right side. And just like that, can he get to the outside? Yes, he can. Back into the end zone.
Because your animation started
there,
first.
He was able to get
Touchdown
around and get the
Lions,
TD.
And Larlar, we were just talking about how Jahmyr Gibbs is more of that guy that can run on the outside of the box and just burst up the seam rather than the middle. And you just saw it there. Kicking it off back to Max here. Gives it to Chris Moore once again. Deebo Samuel kind of blocked him up a little bit, and it's going to start on the 23-yard line. Larlar, the score is now tied up 21. Would you say you kind of expected it at this point in the game?
Yes, absolutely. Especially with these two. The history between these two, man. Goes back all the way to the first game of the fucking league.
First and 10. Jay Daniels going up. Zone play by Max's defense. But first and 10. Jay Daniels. And this is another thing too, man. I fully expected this game to be utilized by Jaden Daniels' legs. And we're seeing that a whole lot here. He can move off the ball, realize the collapse is collapsing, and we see it right there. As Jaden Daniels throws it up the middle to Deebo Samuel. Oh my goodness! And Deebo couldn't get it. Look at this replay here, y'all. Off the ground, Campbell couldn't get it, and Deebo gets it. Larlar. Wow. But back to the game, Jaden Daniels throws up the middle, and it's not going to get caught.
God bless.
Larlar, we got to talk about that last play, man. I can't believe Campbell didn't run off with it. That could have been a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Jaden Daniels throws it up, gives it to Krosky Merritt. First and 10.
That fumble.
Larlar ended differently there a couple plays ago.
What it could have been the difference.
It's okay.
Ooh. First and 10. Jaden Daniels blitz off the right, up the middle to McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey, first catch of the game. We haven't really seen him much in the LMFL here, Larlar, until late.
Better than his brother, right?
Jaden Daniels runs to his right, wide open. Does he have anybody downfield? Almost ran out of bounds. But he gets in the bait. Almost hurdles the guy, but not better.
Interesting.
Larlar, we're now at a 2-minute warning, man. How do you want to utilize your time if you're Max here?
At 157 now with 3 timeouts. Want to make sure that whatever play you get.
And it's going to be a touchdown, like you said, Larlar. I bet you're probably going to say you want to make sure every play is worth it, and I bet that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It gets good. What a game we got here, Larlar, before the second half. But Larlar, I will say, we have seen Max Cottonoggers definitely strike back. Cotton knockers, that's what I should say. Sorry about that, chat. But we have seen Max team Larlar just strike back immediately before the end of the half. I would not be surprised if that works out here.
I agree, because at this point, you kind of need to make sure that you score, because I believe Max is getting this ball first. So, let's see what happens.
There you go. Ooh, dangerous play. And one thing, Larlar, with Max Cotton knockers here is that, you know, I like the drive that he did last time. Very poised, struck when he needed to, got down the field, no turnover, right? If he can kind of adjust here, that'd be good. He's still got 3 timeouts left, but Max also still got 3 timeouts left here too. So it'll all be really determined of how can the ball be managed on going down the field here as Jared Goff play action pass, fake. What a good fake! Gets it to right, the second tight end, and ran out of bounds here. Larlar, time management is being utilized here.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna try to do that, Buckaroo. I knew it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I knew it. What am I going to do next? That is the real.
Larlar, will you take a shot down the field, or would you kind of just still want to be poised a little bit?
You want to be poised. Yeah, you don't want to take shots down the field. Potential pressure.
Ooh,
unless it's that. Unless it's that.
Like
Oh, man.
Wide open
Wow.
to his head, and they strike back in the end zone. Touchdown, Larlar. You're right. Once again, being poised. Don't take too many shots down the field, but it kind of worked a little bit.
I was Monka. Your player did things that weren't supposed to happen. Excuse me!
No!
Oh my goodness! Very slow kickoff execution, but they got it.
Jake, release, bro.
That was very, very close there, Larlar. Could have been a 1-score game. 1-point game, rather.
Oh my god. Jake, please. Don't do this to me.
And Larlar, you know what's crazy? There's still a whole minute and about 30 seconds left. That's plenty of time for for Max to kind of strike back again.
Yeah, 3 timeouts remaining. These last minute and a half could be very, very very long here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it can. In motion. Jan Daniels rolls to his right. Goes up the middle. 2 Ertz is tackled there. No timeouts being called. The clock is still running. Let's see what happens here. Jan Daniels, play action pass, rolls to his left. Throws it up the middle into traffic, but it is dropped by Debo and Larlar. We've seen Debo drop critical passes in the LMFL this season.
Yeah, but when he gets running, he gets running.
2nd and 10, ball in the 40. Jan Daniels, pocket clapping.
Oh,
got picked off by Brian Branch, but he drops it.
You're better than I
3rd and 10. Now, Larlar, one thing I'm surprised that the clock ran down significantly there, but with these drop passes, it still stopped the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Jan Daniels drops back to pass, goes up the middle, and he gets it to Noah Brown. Clock is still running.
The wrong one.
1st and 10. Larlar, do you kind of still like the clock being run a little bit here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Jan Daniels rolls to his right. Gets the first down and protects the ball. Timeout called by the Commanders. The Black Widows there. First timeout.
I think you should pass me the ball. But
1st and 10.
No.
Jan Daniels shots back to pass.
Oh,
Throws up the middle. Breaks the tackle. And Larlar, another lead change. And now the Commanders are up top.
You couldn't just slowly kick the ball off.
Now this is good for Max here because he's about to get this ball right back, and he just scored.
Very true.
So
Go ahead, Max.
He just
Go
needs
down
to
the field.
defend 18 seconds here.
Try.
Oh God.
I was joking.
Wide open in the
Okay.
middle. Great field position.
But he's gonna have amazing field position to start this.
Sailors, come on.
But here's the thing, Larlar, there's 12 seconds left. Now, the good thing for Mac is that he got 3 timeouts. But you got to really utilize your clock management here. But we've seen Mac do it before. Let's see what he can do here. And let's see how Max can stop. Because one thing you expect something to get pushed down the field. But let's see here. Jared Goff drops back to pass. Goes up the middle to Jahmyr Gibbs. We expect a timeout here. Yes, we do. Second and 4. Now, Larlar, would you try to at least get in field position if you know you probably can't get it, or do you think 6 seconds is not enough?
I think it's possible. It's just timeout needs to be taken very quickly after this play.
Yeah. You can kind of tell by the Commanders' defense. You see a lot of the guys in the box back there. Corners are playing basically where the safeties are. Jared Goff, this is probably going to be the last play of the game, and it's going to be.
I didn't even throw that.
It's picked up by Frankie Louisville. He
All right,
has
just
wide
guys,
open
go down.
space. No,
I didn't
he
even throw that. I'm so
doesn't.
sad, dude. No.
And Larlar, what a first half by both of these teams.
Oh man, it's always Mac versus Max. It's always going to be entertaining. 35-28 half.
Yes, Black Widow 35, Cotton Knockers 28. Now Larlar, third quarter. Now Max gets the ball back. This is his chance to go up by 2 scores because we haven't seen more than a 2-score lead at all this game. Would you say the play style needs to be changed? Do you still want to, kind of keep pushing down the field? What's your expectations for at least the start of the third quarter?
This isn't a whole new half, so I think you're going to have to just reset a little bit. Definitely try to figure something out, at least on Max end, defense.
No.
In terms of Max, I mean, I think your offense is just doing so well. You just got to keep going.
I actually agree because if your momentum's good, one thing I want to say is we only said Agent Hutchinson's name basically on the first drive, and we haven't really seen Agent Hutchinson since. I don't know if that's because Max knows where Agent Hutchinson is at, don't want to be near him, or anything like that. And we've seen some shots being taken down the field by Max here too, but some of them haven't connected. The Jaden Daniels is getting split.
Come on,
Kirby off there.
Kirby.
3rd and 8.
No, we're playing Madden.
Brings up 3rd down. Jaden Daniels drops out the pass, blitz, and it gets off, but he doesn't connect. Brian
So
Branch
lucky.
off the safety blitz.
You're so lucky.
This is a huge decision here. Oh boy.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, Larlar, I don't know if you should go for it here, man. It's very risky,
What the fuck, nigga?
but we know Max. And you see all the Lions players in the box. Jaden Daniels just
Oh my god!
God damn, nigga, fuck off.
Larlar, that was probably one of those calls all game where I don't know if we should go to 4th down. We know the history of both of these teams going for 4th down, but that one you kind of want to just punt it away.
Oh, you're a jerk. I caught it.
So lucky. You're so lucky.
Bobby Wagner couldn't see it there.
We have a score update for the Black Souls Neptune game. Looks like Neptune is up 40-21.
Bro, move.
Man, looks like we got all the guys in the box here, and he flipped all of them. And Jameer Gibbs is gonna walk it in. Larlar, I don't know if you saw the formation of the Commanders' defense. They looked like they were gonna bring the full house blitz, when Jameer Gibbs just splits it up the middle.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one, but because of that, Gibbs is wide open down the middle. Now,
and that's the risky play about full house, right? And that's the full play about full house blitzes is that once you get past the line, all it takes is just one hole, and then boom, touchdown. And Larlar, we kind of predicted this from the start, how this game is going to be a bunch of lead switches back and forth. No one's going to really pull away. It looks like it's just living just to that.
I hate it.
Gets it to Chris Moore once again. Gonna try to go to the right. He's gonna try to fake back left. No, he's not. Ball on the 23-yard line here. That last drive almost took 2 minutes off the clock. Let's see how Max's team and Larlar. Look at the stat line: total yards, one difference. 355 to 356. Jaden Daniels gonna get sacked again. And Larlar, we haven't really talked about this either. The Commanders' offensive line, besides Larry Tunsil, their guys kind of let a lot of people through, and you see it right there time and time again throughout this game. Jaden Daniels, another blitz play, wide open, but he gets tackled by Joseph there before Ertz would have took it to the house. First and 10 ball to 43. Jan
he's
Daniels up the
running.
middle. Slides. 6 rushes for 85 yards, Jan Daniels there. First and 10 ball to 46 here, Larlar. Play action pass. Another blitz again. On the middle, and it's caught.
What are you just
by
jumping
Terry
for,
McLaurin?
Robinson? Oh my. Damn, man.
Larlar, I'm liking the pace of Max's team here. It's the Debo. Wide open space on the right.
He's just getting so many first downs, and it's just working out for him.
And kind of like what you said, right? If momentum's there, just keep going with it, right? Because both of these defenses, it's hard to not give up plays. Jan Daniels, Aiden Hutchinson can't get him, but yes, he does. He slips back around.
Fuck off, dog.
Looked like we saw Aiden Hutchinson in coverage, and then he came back to get Jaden Daniels.
The game, bro. Just playing it.
Fuck off, dog. Stop playing it.
That's crazy.
2nd and 3. Aiden Hutchinson does get him off the edge. We're seeing his name pop back up here, Larlar, 3rd and 3. See what happens here. They can convert because then it'll be a 1st and goal. Jaden Daniels tries out the pass, throws it, gets it on to Debo again.
Oh, what? He
didn't get past the 1st yard line.
Okay.
I'm kind of shocked.
All right, now, I think personally, you should not get
Now, Larlar, here's the thing. Obviously, they're going for it.
Yeah,
but you see, look at all the Lions players in the box.
Oh, boy.
Motion play, Krosky Merritt.
Oh, boy.
And Daniels can get off. Yes, he can. The McLaurin.
Yeah.
And that's why they paid the big bucks to McLaurin there, Larlar. 1st and goal.
It's okay.
Let's go on the 2-yard line. They got an extra tackle, and that's a tight end position here. Sends them in motion. Gets to the Krosky Merritt and a touchdown. Larlar, Max is back up in front.
That's a great drive there from Max. And now 42-35.
Yeah. Shoot off about 4 minutes. What a great drive. And let's see how Mac can respond off of that drive. Jake Moody's kicking it off. Gives it to Sailors. Wide open up the middle, and he's going to go up to the 46. Larlar, the special teams unit of the Lions has been pretty good today.
Yeah. We need to see something else here, though.
What else do you want to see off of the Lions here?
I just need to see. I think the offense is just very, very good at the moment.
He's a masher.
Again, it will have to come down to something. We will just have to see.
You know, we haven't really seen much turnovers besides the last play and a half for that pick, right? So both teams are being really well with protecting the ball.
Ooh.
Jared Goff gets a 2 gives somehow, and he gets clobbered at the line by Butler there.
That way, Mac.
Go away.
But Lola, one thing, I do agree with you, right? It's like both offenses are doing phenomenal, right? It's really the defenses that we kind of just got to see step up to the plate, right? I mean, both offenses are taking poise time. They give it to St. Brown. I mean, look at that. A little switch up there. And I think that's kind of one thing we want to see on the offensive side. It's like, hey, whatever's not broken, don't need to fix it. First and 10, ball to 28. Gives it to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can he get? Oh, he can't. Defense was not
being a really big jerk right now, sir. If you could just please.
You hear the trash talking there. Two players.
You just don't.
2nd and 14 here, Larlar. Ball to 32. Jared Goff. Great block by Gibbs.
Is that? The Quan Martin who picked y'all off in the divisional
Be quiet.
in that kind of jumping way.
Lola, we were just talking about turnovers, man, and just like that, turnover happened.
No!
McLaurin couldn't see the ball.
Why was he on the ground?
You hear Matt questioning why the corner fell, and you hear Max questioning why McLaurin wasn't turned around.
What?
Option play here.
Oh,
Toss
no.
played across the Garrett with a guy. 30 inches. What a great option. We don't really see that a lot in the LMFL, do we, Larlar?
Absolutely not. I don't got the balls to do it.
30 inches. Gets it across the Garrett. First down easily. First and 10. And Larlar, one thing about it too, the teams in this league that have the dual quarterbacks, you have more options at your playbook when it comes to fake reads, play action passes, play action passes, and a lot of that stuff. And you just saw it there. Jay Daniels runs to his right. Does he have anybody open? He does. Gives it to McLaurin. First and goal. Laura, look at that stat line by Jay Daniels. 354 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Incredible.
First and goal.
Oh.
Jay Daniels wide open. Walks in. Wow.
Interesting.
And Laura, this is the first time
Interesting.
Let's lead this game.
All right, 19 seconds to go in the third.
Now, Larlar, this is the first time we've seen Mac down by 2 scores. With it all being in the third quarter, is it time to panic, or do you still think, obviously you still got a whole quarter left, no reason to panic?
No, you don't want to panic just yet. There's still so much time remaining. It's just that you definitely just got to keep going your business in terms of the offense. But in terms of the defense, you got to figure something out there because Max has been playing wonderfully here.
Been playing lights out. First and 10. Get to the Gibbs wide open. Do we see it? Oh, wow. And just like that. What a right back. In the touchdown.
Oh, Neptune's fault. Jesus.
No reason to panic, like you said. And Larlar, we kind of saw it. I don't know if you saw the defensive formation there. They were kind of splitting up the middle of the field, and I was like, well, Gibbs get to the middle of the plane. He might be able to take off, and he just did. And just like that, back up. Mac is still in this game.
Montgomery also had a key block down there. Try and get something.
Yes. I'm glad that you brought that up. Yes, he did. Back to Chris Moore. Trying to use D-Bell to block, but it doesn't work. And Larla, I don't know if you're noticing, but every time you see the Lions are kicking it off to Chris Moore every time. They don't want to get that ball to Debo for the special teams.
Wish they would.
You hear it there. First and 10, ball to 21. Blitz play, gets it off to Krosky Merritt.
Interesting. Is that how I make you feel?
It's going to go 40. What a great play by the rookie. Larlar, fourth quarter here, man. What's your expectations for both of these teams going into the final quarter of this game?
Well, the thing is, though, we got to see how Mac's defense performs with this drive. Another score here might be lights out. Max win, but we'll see what happens.
First and 10, ball to 41. Motion Krosky Merritt goes. Drops back to pass. Goes up the middle. Dangerous. Ooh. McLaurin could not catch it there. Looks like Arnold was there on coverage. Second and 10. I'm really expecting kind of more still poisonous of a drive from Max. Looks like defense is calling an audible here. Jaden Daniels drops back to pass. Throws it out the middle to Debo. Jaden Daniels passes over for 402 yards here. 5 touchdowns, no turnovers. And Lawler, I think that's what's expected in this game. Both of these players know how their defenses can't give a big play, so they know how they have to rely on the offensive here. As you can see here.
I need a do-over.
2nd and 2. You see both corners again playing off the ball. Jaden Daniels drops back the pass.
Oh, he's gonna
But he
get
doesn't get it
sacked.
off. He
I
gets
deserve the
sacked
fumble.
there.
Enough.
Looks like by Reader. No, by Muhammad. My fault. Muhammad gets the sack there. Larlar, 3rd and 11. Ball on the 32-yard line. Jaden Daniels drops back the pass. Blitz play again. Yeah, Hutchinson fall. They get it to Debo. Can he get to the end zone? No, he can't. He's
I
straight
think
out of
that's a
bounds.
touchdown, but whatever.
1st and goal here, Larlar. If Max scores, he's back up by 2 scores.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little rough.
Play action. Rolls to his right.
Kill him.
This is dangerous. He gets sacked there. By Joseph, the safety. 2nd and goal here, Larlar. Mac is not going down with a fight. And Daniel shots back the pass, rolls to his right again. Ooh. Dangerous again. And 3rd and goal.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Larlar, you cannot afford a fumble here. You absolutely cannot if you're Max. 3rd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Pistol formation, tight end on the right. Taking his time on the play clock. Play clock going down. Jaden Daniels. Crossy Merritt does not get crossed there. Now Larlar, this is interesting. Do you go for it? Do you take the points?
Max is gonna go for this, but this is a 4th and goal. You don't make this. Oh boy.
But Mac has played lights out on this type of possession here. 4th and goal here. Ball on the 5. Jaden Daniels, blitz play! Yes, it is a touchdown, Noah Brown!
I was on the wrong person.
Larlar, that's the effect of Jaden Daniels. He can move so quickly to where he can easily throw outside the pocket. Now it's 56 Black Widows, 42 Mississippi Cotton Knockers there, man.
All right, look, there's 6:23 left, so this is not totally out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not totally out of it.
Well, yeah, because we saw Mac score off of 1 play, off of 2 drives before. Like literally 2 drives Mac has. He scored off of 1 play, so it's definitely not over.
Okay.
Love this camera shot, but it's in the back of the end zone.
All right.
35-yard line here, Larlar. Now, Larlar, I'm going to ask you this question again like I asked you earlier. Is it panic mode for Mac being down 2 scores of less than 6 minutes and 30 seconds left?
Honestly, you kind of just need to go fast when possible. Because you don't want to dilly-dally. You got all 3 timeouts. This is a good play to start it off, though.
Yeah, it is.
Close to midfield.
First and 10. And they still got 3 timeouts, like you mentioned. They still got 3 timeouts. What happens here? Jameer Gibbs is glowing. Throws to 2 Gibbs. Who else? But Frankie Louvu does tackle him. Now, Larlar, you've been a player in this instance. When you're playing off of a drive trying to catch up, does the time feel like it's going by fast for you to try to get down the field?
Yeah, and yeah, honestly, time is of the essence here. Even if 3 timeouts, you got it. Oh,
Jameer Gibbs, great blocking on the left. Can he get to the end zone? Lattimore to beat. He jukes him, and it's a touchdown.
All right.
Exactly what Mac needed. He needed to score right off in the way, and he scored with 4 or 5 minutes before less than 5 minutes. Ooh-wee, Larlar, the game's not over.
Okay.
Will we see a field goal, or will we see a 2-point conversion here? Let's see what happens. We will see a field goal. Extra points are still really critical right now. Kick is up, and it is good. Larlar back to a one-score game. And Larlar, feel free to disagree, but if you're Max, you definitely the time is in your hands now. You definitely don't want to get a turnover, and you definitely don't want to make too many mistakes to the point where you're wasting too much time. Oh, he almost needed there, but good thing he did it.
Damn, I had it planned.
Samuel gets down to the 23-yard line. First and 10 here, Larlar. Now let's see how they strike.
I knew
Both
it.
teams have over
I see exactly what's
500
going on.
yards. Daniel drops at the pass. Rolls to his left. He stops. Rolls back. Gets it there. And Larlar, both teams have over 1,000 total yards combined.
Let me get my plays off.
I seen Tom fooling.
Daniel drops at the pass. Up the middle across the middle. Breaks one tackle.
Damn.
Gets clobbered. He almost got punched in midfield. First and 10, ball to 48. Jay Daniels drops at the pass. He's right. He waited too long, and he gets sacked by who? I can't even tell who that is. Man, by McNeil. He sacked him there, man. The D tackle. Larlar, second and 17 on 45. Jay Daniels runs by the pass. Is he going to get sacked again? Oh, my God. Almost arguably a grounding call, but no call.
Grounding my ass, man. If you don't move.
Larlar's third and 17. What do you do if you're Max here?
I mean, this is third and 17. You have to make sure that Max. Oh, okay. This is interesting now.
This is very interesting.
Alonzo,
because Larlar, look, if he doesn't convert, Mac is basically at midfield with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go.
That's true. Oh boy,
it's 3 timeouts.
This might be for the game. Low T.
It might be. You see, Jan Daniels drops back the pass.
Oh my!
Can't get him. Ball what? Turnover. Don't know what the Black Widow saw there, but it's a turnover on downs, Larlar. And Mac is in the opponent's territory.
Now Mac has a chance to get another score here, but there's still lots of time remaining here. 3 timeouts too. It's going to be interesting to see how the clock managing goes.
Play.
Oh gosh.
Gibbs.
Oh my God.
Makes a block. He has multiple blocks. Can he go all the way with speed? No, he can't. Well, I was about to ask you this before Gibbs went crazy. It's like, when you have this much time left, do you have to go right away? Or do you want to try to save some time so that way Max doesn't get the ball back, but they're already in the red zone?
It's honestly a little, it could go either way. It could go either way, honestly. There you go.
And the Gibbs for a touchdown, man! Wide open! Oh boy, Larlar, we got us stuff here, man.
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
I fucking hate this shit so goddamn much right now.
There's a lot of time left for Max now. Obviously, field goal is very important right here. Kick is up, it is good.
Mm-hmm.
Larlar, 56 to 56.
Mm-hmm.
A combined 112 points right now.
Here's just a little bit of a quick update. Now we got to think about seedings here. We get a kickoff here. But score update on the Neptune Black Souls game. 56-28. Neptune leads. So if that result holds up, the winner will be the 3 seed. The loser will face me as the 4th seed, as Ertz gets the first down.
Now, Larlar, have we seen overtime in the LMFL this season?
We have not. And it's kind of crazy because you would think we would, but everyone wants to go for the 2-point. As
Oh, wow. Jaden Daniels gets through.
Ooh.
And Larlar, as you said there, you were talking about how it's kind of crazy we haven't seen overtime at all this season.
Correct. Because everyone wants
that
to go
might
for
be
2 points.
That might change today if it keeps up. Jaden Daniels wide open in the middle again. He can't get tackled.
Oh my God.
That's one risky thing about Jaden, man. He can run, but sometimes he's got to protect that ball. But Larlar, we're about to get to the 2-minute warning here. All tied up.
All 3 timeouts as well.
Let's see what happens here. Trip wide receivers to the left here. Jaden Daniels trying to pass another blitz play. Barrett with a great block. Jaden Daniels to the right. He goes almost loses the ball, but on the left line. Larlar, at this point, how do you stop the dual threat of Jaden?
You just don't. It's clear that Max is just trying to rely on the run here. Oh, wow.
And speaking of relying on the run, Krosky Merritt to the 2nd and 1. Timeout called by Max. I actually like that play. I actually like that timeout.
Fuck you.
And Larlar, look, if they get to the 1, it's a whole nother set of downs, too. Krosky Merritt, and he gets it into the end zone.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Touchdown, Black Widows.
That's not surprising.
Oh, boy.
I've seen this story before.
Tickets up, and it's good. Larlar, we've seen Mac plenty of times with his team score off of 1 or 2 plays off the drive. I would not be shocked if that happens again. And if I'm Max, if I'm the Black Widows, I would do my very best to not give up a lot of plays.
Hold on to the ball. Hold on to
a lot of yards.
Just hold on to the ball, dog. Okay. I can do this.
Larlar, do you think we might see another one of those drives where Mac just kind of just strikes?
Well, yeah, maybe. You just gotta see. No mistakes here from here on out from both competitors. Let's see.
1st and 10. Yep, 1st and 10, ball to 36. Jared Goff, play action.
Oh my God.
He's gonna get sacked.
No way.
And Larlar, we were just talking about Max has to stop it right away, and he just did that.
First sack of the day as well for the Commanders.
Whoa!
And a no huddle, which I'm not surprised here, because if I'm Mac, I don't want to lose my timeouts too much here. Calling audibles. 2nd and 20.
What was that?
Looks like an encroachment on the line. No, it's not a false start.
Oh no!
I'm folded.
25.
Oh.
Larlar, that was the first flag of the game.
Oh no. Okay, it's okay. That was just to delay the inevitable win here. Okay.
Oh no! Now, Larlar, was that a false start? Or was that delayed game?
I think it was a false start. I don't know.
It was a false
man.
start.
Okay.
Oh yeah. 50 seconds left. Jared Goff goes it to Gibbs. Who else?
No, you don't.
But he got tackled in bounds. Now the Lions are down to 1 timeout here, Larlar. It's 3rd and 17, man. Do you kind of just go all out? Like, what happens here?
You gotta get your best play here at this point.
I mean, you got Gibbs. We haven't seen, right.
Oh boy.
Here
we go.
We haven't talked about St. Brown much. Jameis Williams kind of disappeared a little bit after the first half. 3rd and 17. You got 20 seconds left on the play clock. You got time to call audible still.
Oh, brother.
Jared Goff drives at the pass. Looks like it's zone. The Commanders, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Lattimore. Lord, that will basically do it for the game. Oh, man, and Max's defense came up when it was needed, and they are now in victory formation as his team will now go to 5-2, as we saw Reed trying to head to the locker room early. But, Larlar, your final score, Commanders, Max's Black Widow 63, Lions Max, Cotton Knockers, man, 56. What a game, Larlar. What a game.
A game, another classic between these two. And now we should have some final scores here upcoming. We have now, at the moment, well, first off, that will be the end of this game, and this will be the end of the regular season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the playoffs next week.
Their game isn't done yet. They started before us.
You know how it is with Neptune.
It's at least like 1 million plays.
Yeah, that man's calling no huddles every game, every play.
Well, no matter what, it looks like it's gonna be Neptune 62, Black Souls 34. That means Neptune is going to secure seed number 2. If I think, yeah, just making sure. Hold on.
Yeah, it should be 2.
Yep. He's 2. Mac is now oh boy. See you in the first round, Mac.
Oh.
You got the screenshots, man?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'm not playing.
That's
Exit
out this game out. Well.
Yeah, Max is seed 3. He's gonna face Andrew.
Cool.